Unrestricted and unlimited. We can talk about anything you want. Unrestricted and unlimited. Let's talk about something. Your one-on-one with Stacey Thomas. Unrestricted and unlimited. We can talk about anything you want, yeah.
Hello. Welcome to the Stacey Thomas Unrestricted Unlimited Talk Show. And what does that mean for you newcomers? That my guests are just like me. We should not be put in a box because we have yet to see all that God has for us. I'm always excited when I can bring awesome people to you. And tonight, my platform is being blessed by the one and only DORA Chambers. Just to give you a little hint, like what was on the flyer, success coach, right? International speaker, right? Radio personality. And let me tell you, the one I had to question the most was philanthropist. Look at here. We got a sister that's a philanthropist among all things, right? So let's welcome DORA Chambers to the show. Hello. Can you hear me? Let's see. Everything was working out good. Miss DORA. Let's see. She's freezing up. So some of you, until she unfreezes, a lot of you that are watching know Miss DORA, right? I've heard about her for years. I can't wait to talk to her. Let's see what's going on with her screen. I'm going to take her off and let's see. How about this? Well, yes, I'm playing with it, y'all. I got to get her on the screen. I don't know what's going on. So she's going to log out, I guess, and come back in. So in the meantime, I'll tell you about me. I am an author, speaker, talk show host, and ALS advocate. ALS disease is a disease it's a nerve disease that weakens the muscles and eventually takes away the ability to walk, talk, and sometimes breathe. I do that in honor of my mother. I educate everyone. However, I really try to get out in the African-American community and educate African-Americans because it is something that we do not know about, but we need to know about. It does creep into our community, right? It does creep into our community. I do not wish this on you or anyone you know or in your family, but if you should happen to come across somebody that is dealing with ALS disease and they have nothing about it and they need to speak to someone that understands, someone that cares, that is my passion. Have them contact Stacey Thomas. My email is iamstaceythomas@gmail.com. And that's Stacey, Stacey, okay? So let's see. Not sure what's going on with Miss DORA. I don't want to miss this interview. So you can put your comments up. I'm gonna show the comments, okay? Something's going on. It's not bringing her up. I may have to log out, awesome people, and come back. Let me see what's going on. Give me one break. I'm going to bring back up the commercial. Well, the introduction. Check it out.
Unrestricted and unlimited. Talk about something one-on-one with Stacey Thomas. Unrestricted and unlimited. We can talk about anything you want. Unrestricted and unlimited. Let's talk about something. Your one-on-one with Stacey Thomas. Unrestricted and unlimited. We can talk about anything you want. Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm back.
You're back. Hey, Miss Dora.
Hello.
I,
How are
I
you?
I'm good, beautiful. Can you hear me?
I can. I can. For some reason, as soon as you went live, I got kicked out.
Well, that's okay. I got to, I use that time to promote, like to say a little bit about my passion, which is fighting for a cure for ALS disease and educating the African American community. So that might was supposed to happen, to catch somebody right when they come on. But Miss Dora,
Yes.
first I want to say thank you. Secondly, I want to let people know how I came to know about you. Okay. So it wasn't just this year. I had heard about this lady that was coaching Bedroom Candy Consultants. I had heard about this lady that was doing the coaching, were changing lives, that women were coming back saying two things. Mainly, the main two things I heard was she will have you being your best you. That was the first thing. But then as time went on and I started hearing your name more, BK Granny Tawanda Parker says to me, I think Dora Chambers is going to be a great thing. Her class is going to be a great thing for you. And I said, huh? I mean, she stressed more than once. She's going to be great for you. And then she warned me. She said, but let me tell you something. I've heard if you don't do the work, she will kick you out. Kick you out. You're going to pay to take a class and you're a grown adult and you're going to get kicked out. She's stressed. She will kick you out. Miss Dora,
Yes, ma'am.
one has to appreciate your strictness or the fact that you're blessing others and you just want the best for them. So I've heard great things about you. I'm excited about you being on the show. The first thing I want to know, just give me a little glimpse in what you're doing today. We'll come back to it, but I need for people to understand who Dora Chambers is in 2023.
Oh, thank you. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you so much for having me. It's truly an honor and a pleasure for me to be here and have this conversation with you and speak life together with you. So I'm humbled, I'm honored, and truly delighted to be here. Dora Chambers in 2023 is, I am a philanthropist. I have a nonprofit organization, Pink Ladybug Foundation, which is a breast health awareness nonprofit organization where we focus and assist individuals who have been diagnosed with the disease of breast cancer. But our platform is preventative care. So not only do I work with breast cancer survivors, both men and women, but our platform is sharing lifestyle changes to prevent disease in our body, not just cancer, but other disease. And we know a lot of it has to do with preventative measures, our food, our diet, exercise, stress levels, things of that nature, detoxing on a regular basis. So we're able to do that through our platforms of our new season's healing retreats, which I do every quarter, every year with the women. I do now twice a year with the men, with Real Men Heal. healing retreat as well. We started our men's retreat 2 years ago, and I'm so honored for that as well. DORA Chambers is a success coach, both corporate and individual coaching through my organization, DDC Success Coach. With that organization and my company, I do personal development, personal growth, sales, and marketing training for, again, corporations, large organizations. And that's how we met through Bedroom Candy. I am contracted with them as the master trainer with their company. So it's an honor. And then I also do one-on-one coaching. We just added another division to DDC Success Coach where I'm doing customer service, quality assurance, consultation for large organizations as well. Um, Man, the list goes on, right? Just authored a book, just released and published my first um, affirmation card, Speak Life affirmation card. So excited about that. I'm thrilled about that. But most importantly, I'm someone that is just believe in personal growth. I believe in personal development. I work on myself every day. And I'm honored and humbled to be a mouthpiece and an ambassador of hope and endless possibilities by just sharing my story for where I came from, for where I am today. And so, my journey has brought me to 2023, and I'm grateful. And now, as you know, we just received the greatest honor ever just last week, a couple of days ago, officially announced it, where I've been tapped on the shoulder to now officially be the manager for Her Excellency, Madam Muddy Scott. Yes! For those of you that don't know, Her Excellency Mary Sock, she was the first woman to run for president in the country of the Gambia. She made history being the first woman on the ballot in 2021, but the journey continues. So she is running for office in the Gambia to become the first woman president in the country of the Gambia in 2026. She has tapped me on the shoulder to be her manager to oversee her campaign and her business as a liaison between the United States and the Gambia, and to be a part as an ambassador of the humanitarian efforts through the Alliance of Social Democrats, whereas a group of individuals in and throughout the diaspora that are pulling together for humanitarian efforts as well. So women and youth empowerment, health initiatives, education, and most importantly, food subsidies as well. And helping people eat and take care of themselves and have a better quality of life for their family. So this is one of the greatest honors I've ever received in my life. I know it's a huge responsibility, but I'm grateful that Madam Sock trusted me with this assignment. I'm grateful that the Most High trusted me with this assignment. So I'm ready. I'm ready. I always believe that everything that you go through prepares you for such a time as this. So
Wow.
I believe that the Most High has equipped me to carry this banner on in a great way. So I'm just so grateful and so excited. And the work has begun because it's effective immediately.
Well, Miss Dora, first, I don't know if congratulations is enough. Your smile and the energy that I get from your laugh, I'm excited for you. Okay, so congratulations. But with all this that you're doing,
Yeah.
I like to get to know, like, who were you, let's say, in high school? Because if you're doing great things now, first, did you always know that you would do great things one day?
I have to honestly say yes because of the woman that raised me. My
Really?
beloved mother, and I'm sure she's listening now on Facebook, Annette Joyce Chambers. She'll be celebrating 80 years in August this year. Can't wait to celebrate her. But, I was raised with a woman who was, a firm believer in God, a true woman of God who brought us up in a household that our priorities was the Most High first. God was first in our household, then family, and then everything else we did. And she raised us with knowledge and the wisdom of faith, but faith without works is dead. I grew up with a mother that supported us until this day, supports us in everything that we did then and we do now, with the clear understanding God is first. So
Wow.
man, to I was, I played 7 instruments growing up. That's one of the hidden secrets that a lot of people don't know about me. I played 7 instruments growing up, and from the marching band to the orchestra to the Spanish club to anything we wanted. My brother played sports. My sister was involved in things. but she would support us. We could do it. But once we started something, we couldn't quit. And
Wow.
everything had to do with excellence and give it our best. So I've always strived to be that. I was blessed to be a gifted child. I was in the gifted program growing up. So I grew up as a straight A student. I was one of those kind of like an overachiever, I guess. But I was a straight A student and just worked hard and gave my best in everything. And I still live by that today. A lot of the principles that my mother, put into us, I still execute that today. I hear her in my voice, in my ear, if you will, every day on certain things that she taught us and principles that she taught us. But most importantly, God first and foremost. And no matter what we do, stay humble and always know who to give the glory to.
That's interesting because in this world and what's in society today, um, it's a great thing to hear people still say what they got from their parents or from their mother, right?
Yeah,
But because you've been involved in so many things, because you've been doing so many things, how is it that you keep society from affecting the things you do? And by that, I mean, there's so much greed in the world. There's so much me. Yet you told me a philanthropist is someone that gives.
yes, yes.
How,
It's from
how,
the from my foundation. Again, I have to go back. Listen, we was one of those. You hear the joke. We was raised up under the church.
wow.
Say Thursday, twice on Sunday, every other Saturday. And I believe, and I know, not that I believe, I know that was the foundation. But I was also brought up with the foundation and the teaching and the understanding that it's more blessed to give than it is to receive. But to much is given, much is required. See, I
Wow.
and will always stand on the belief and the knowing that I get to give. See, we're only blessed to be a blessing. You get the blessings, you get the fruits of your labor, but it's to feed other people, it's to give out into the universe. Are you with me? So when you understand that and you live by that, and I live by that every day, I know that the blessings that I receive is for me to give it away, to give to other people. I know I get the knowledge and the wisdom and the wealth and the health to share with other people. And I will always stand on that. And when you understand that clearly, and if most people learn to abide by just that principle alone, this world will shift.
Wow.
Know that all there is love, and God is love, and love is all there is. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And speaking of love, it's so much I would love to ask, but I'm trying to say, okay, Stacey, don't talk her to death. Um, in one of your videos, and I know you said you have retreats for men and women,
Yeah.
but in one of your videos I saw, you said something very powerful about women and what they birth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you tell us about the birthing nations or
Yes. Um, when we look at our society today, when we look at the world today in 2023, it's a lot of turmoil. It's a lot of grief. It's a lot of fear. There's a lot of chaos going on in the world. Yes. And I'm a firm believer that it's now going to take the heart of the woman, the mother, to heal the nation. Our nations are sick. Our communities are sick. Our communities, our villages are sick, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. But I firmly believe it's going to be from the heart of a woman that's going to heal the nation. Why? Because it's from the womb of the woman that we gave birth to nations. So it's up to the mother. It's up to the mother in nature and our nurturing spirit from the womb of a woman, from the heart of a woman, that's going to now heal and nurture our villages, our community, our nation. Um, and when you see a lot of people are acknowledging that now, that women are the future. The female are the future because we operate from a space from our heart first, from a nurturing spirit first. And right now, the world, the nations need healing,
yes,
right?
ma'am.
So I believe that. And that's why it's so great and so phenomenal that I'm able to stand side by side with an extraordinary, phenomenal, and powerful woman, Madam Maddie Sock, to stand with her on this mission to make a change because she too understands it's time to heal. Time to heal our elders, our children, our youth, our women, and to give them a voice. But we have to understand it is up to us to be the voice for the voiceless. That's what I do with Peak Ladybug Foundation. I lost 3 of my best friends to breast cancer and an uncle. And through spirit, they have given me permission to be the voice because they could no longer speak for themselves. And that was a vow. That was a vow that I promised. And it'll be 12 years in June. Hasn't been easy, but when I give my word, I'm gonna do my best. Not perfect, because as I teach in my master class, perfection will kill you. No such thing. But you strive for excellence and you do your best every day.
What do you get? You're a human being, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You came out of the womb. You grew up like the rest of us. You just didn't fall out of heaven, right? So
Nope.
I assume tiredness hits you.
Yes.
What do you do when you're trying to do so much? You're trying to give so much and bless people. What do you do when you are up against society? You're up against people because a lot of times we want to help people and they don't want to listen.
Yeah.
Do you ever get tired? And
Yes.
if you get tired, what do you do?
Yes, I get tired because we are human. I'm still in this human experience. Yes. And what I've learned is when I get tired, rest. I rest. I had to
Rest.
learn years ago because I am a servant leader. And when you give, it can pull from you because I'm giving out energy, but I'm also absorbing energy, right? And I had to learn a long time ago, love thy neighbor as thyself. Come on now, this is where most people mix it up now. They get confused a little bit. It says love thy
Explain it, please.
as thyself. Everybody need to underline the word as thyself, which means I have to love myself first before I can love you. If I don't know how to love me, how can I love my neighbor? So I love me first. I love me some me. I pay myself first in everything. I pay myself first in time. I pay myself first in energy. I pay myself first in money. That's a money principle. Pay yourself first. So I had to learn that though. Understand? I had to learn to pay myself first. And then I had to learn to listen to my body, right? I had to learn to listen to my body and know when it's okay to rest and be okay with resting. See, a lot of times, men and women, especially women, we don't think we have time. Oh my God, I can't afford to sit still. Oh my God, I can't afford to take a day off. Oh my God, I can't afford to take a nap. You better balance it, right? And I trust you. You take that hour-long bath or that hour nap. Everybody else will be okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So I create habits for myself. When I do my calendar for the year, I put my time on my calendar first.
Wow. Okay.
I don't work on Fridays. That's my day. That's my nurturing day. That's my self-love day. I call it my happy day. I take a nap every day at 4 o'clock because the majority of the work I do is in the evening. So it's my reset button. But I'm faithful with that. You understand? But I had to learn that. I had to learn to love Dora first. I can't give to you if I don't know how to give to myself. And most importantly, I cannot give from an empty vessel. It doesn't matter how great of intentions I have. When I'm depleted, I'm depleted. And we learned a long time ago that not only can I not give from an empty vessel, but my portion is for me.
Wow.
Now, my portion is for me. The overflow is from which I give to others.
Some people would say a woman is being selfish when she demands that time for herself.
No. Selfish is a good thing. See, only society says selfish was a negative connotation.
So it's good. It's good.
Self. Watch this. Self. Take the word self. SELF. If you understand and study the Hebrew language, EL is derivative of God. L is a derivative of God. If you put the word together, self, that means the God in you. Yes, I'm being selfish because I'm taking care of the God and the goddess within me first.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm being selfish. Yes, you absolutely correct. And I teach it. At my healing retreats, I teach it. Take care of you first. Because guess what? If I'm broken down, if I'm stressed out, if I'm mentally stressed, if I'm physically stressed, there's nothing I can do for you.
That's right. That's right.
Nothing I could do. I need to be whole. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
We need to be whole in order to heal, right?
Yes. Yes.
I often share in my healing retreats when we talk about breast cancer, we talk about uterine cancer, cervical cancer. Do we have any idea why these are the areas where women are attacked when it's stress related? See, everything, every root of pretty much every disease that hits our body is first, the root of it is some type of emotional suppressed emotion, right?
Yes,
And why
ma'am.
women attacked in our breast and our womb? Because our womb is where, once again, we give birth, yes, and our breast is where we nurture life. We give birth to life and we nurture life. That's why we're attacked in those areas in so many ways. Medi Sock is here. You see her?
I
Sweetie.
have my head up. Hello. I am wishing you the very best, beautiful woman. You've got like the best person on your team. Miss Dora,
Yes.
your class. Hey, I'm always real. Mr. Wanda, BK Granny said, you do great things. You make me better, right? I have found myself over the years, and it's something how I guess we should be patient and the right thing will happen, the right person will come along. I've told people that I know, close friends, I need time for quietness. I
Mm-hmm.
need time, I guess, to learn how to listen, maybe listen to God or just take time for me.
Mm-hmm.
How do I handle it, things when I get overwhelmed, or what do I do for me? And then when you have a lot going on, you wonder, what exactly is my purpose? Because you want to make sure you do the purpose.
Mm-hmm.
The first class I had with you, by the way, anyone watching that hasn't taken the class, yes, I'm promoting her. The first class, I'm not even going to say what was discussed, but I woke up the next morning thinking about it. Everything you said made sense. I'm looking forward to the next class.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to, since Tawanda Parker says that I'm going to be a better person or just know me better. I'm looking forward to every class, to every time it's class. Did
Mm-hmm.
you know that you would have the effect? And obviously, looking at the comments that are popping up, I'm not the only woman. I'm just a little late learning who Dora is.
Yeah.
Did you know, even with the upbringing that you had, the fact that you knew never to give up, did you know you would affect so many people, not just in the United States, but
Mm-hmm.
other places you've traveled? Did you have any idea? Some people say, I spoke it. I spoke it. Did you know?
I can honestly say I didn't know to the exact degree, but I knew I grew up even as a young child with a huge heart for people. And one of the things that I appreciate, and I know she's listening, once again, my mother, I remember in elementary school, true story, I couldn't stand the sight of seeing a baby in the neighborhood. Back then we played in the neighborhood. All the kids was out, in the neighborhood running around. And I couldn't take it. Even in the elementary school, I couldn't take it when I saw a baby that was dirty or a little baby. Back then you let the kids run around in little diapers and things. And I literally bring those kids to the house, to my home, and bathe them in the sink. But my mother never stopped me. In middle school, I would gather all the kids in the neighborhood. My brother still talks about me to this day. But I would gather all the kids in the neighborhood and do plays. We did the whole Wiz production in my front yard with out the window. But my mother never stopped me. So I was doing part for people, if that makes sense. But I
Yes,
had no
ma'am.
to the exact degree. that the Most High would take me. It was about maybe 15 years ago. One of my spiritual gurus, he says, "Mama, you will speak to nations." He called me Mama Dora. He goes, "You will speak to nations." And at that time, he taught me, learn every culture, study every religion, study every faith, because you are going to touch nations. He also taught me, never put yourself in a position where you can't get up and go and do the work. Where
Wow.
you attach to things that when you're called upon, you can't go. And I've always lived my life very fluid like that because I understood as I grew into it and understood later in life, probably my 30s and 40s, I realized, okay, my life is going to be different than most. And I embraced it. And I embraced it with love, joy, and a great understanding. But here's what I would like to share with you and everyone else that's listening. When it's your purpose, even though the work is great, it no longer feels like work. So whatever you're doing, if it feels like work, it's not it. Because when it's your purpose, the many things that I do, and as you know, I have multiple streams of income and I do a lot. But I'm the type of person I still feel like I'm not doing enough because it never feels like work. And then you know that it's meant to be. When you get to a point where you dread something, you don't look forward to it, then that means you're off track. You're not on assignment. And I'm grateful that the Most High has me on assignment and that I pay attention. I use that word a lot. You got to pay attention because, Spirit will show you constantly and let you know, but we ignore it. When something doesn't make you feel good, we ignore it. That's true even our physical body, right? Sometimes, I don't know what that is. Oh, it's strange, but I'm ignore it. We ignore the nudge like this job is not making me happy, or I'm doing this business, but it's not bringing me joy because you're out of alignment.
Yes, ma'am. So I guess that means I'm doing something right because from the talk show to the other things I'm doing, I'm having a ball.
Yes,
Now, if
ma'am.
you say don't do anything you don't like, maybe I should turn that letter in when I go to work tomorrow and say Dora Chambers said don't do this.
But also teach you to have a plan because there's a right way of
Yes, ma'am.
I'll put you on
So,
that plan now.
yes, ma'am. So, Miss Dora, tell us about the class. Will you be like, is this an ongoing thing? And if it is, tell us how, in case someone needs you.
Yes. Well, thank you so much again, Ms. Stacey. Yes, I now host a DDC Success Leadership Masterclass. It's a weekly class that is designed for entrepreneurs, business owners, leaders in position in corporate America, and it's about leadership, mastery, and self-mastery. So we have an extraordinary group of individuals from all different walks of industries, from real estate to daycare center owners to spa owners, credit experts, real estate experts, network marketers, you name it. We have international students as well, members, I should say. And yeah, so it is ongoing. I do limit it, how many members we take on. I actually have right now 9 spots available. It's only $40 a month, um, recurring monthly fee. And we meet every Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I must say, it's powerful. And I'm not just saying it because it's me, but it's because of the circle of individuals that we have as members. We learn from each other, we grow together. Our philosophy is we celebrate wins and we grow together and we build together. We become better business owners. So we read books. We have Book of the Month Club. We share tips every week on how to just excel your business. And it's hands on. We roll up our sleeves and go to work. But it is about mastering your craft and being the best you at your skill and your job and your business and your services and your products. So we go in and it's wonderful though. It's so wonderful. So would love to have you. If anybody want to join the class, you can inbox me on Facebook Messenger, Dora Chambers. And like I said, I only have 9 spots left, but I promise you, you won't regret it. It's awesome. It's fire.
Wow. I like the way you say that. So you basically said to them, okay, who do you believe needs to call or sign up?
I believe
Mainly.
anyone wants to take their business and their life to the next level because a lot of
Yes.
people hear leadership. They think, oh, well, I'm not a business owner. I'm just a regular 9 to 5. No, you first lead yourself.
Okay.
You're a leader in your own life. You're a leader in your household. You're leading children, your spouses, your partners. So anyone who wants to take their life and their business, whatever it is, to the next level needs to be a part of our masterclass.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And we have private events. I know you're going to promote. We have a virtual event coming. I know you're going to talk about that a little bit later. We do destination events, and membership has its privileges. So we do public events, but we have discounts for members, things of that nature. So it's amazing. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the master class.
And your retreat, can you tell us anything about what type of retreat that you have?
For the business, or because I do 3 different types of retreats.
Okay, let us know. There's maybe people in here, someone that needs each one of them.
Retreats, the new season's healing spa retreats. This is designed for women who are breast cancer survivors and sister friends. So you don't have to be a breast cancer survivor to attend because remember, our platform is preventative care. But the great thing about our survivors, we're a small deposit and then everything else is donated to them to be able to attend. All they have to do is absolutely. So I do those every quarter. We just have one in January. We have another one coming up in Atlanta, which is sold out in April. But I just opened up another one August, I think it's 24th to the 27th in Gulf Shores, Alabama. I just announced that one. The spaces are going real quick already. I only have 8 spots left for that. And then we end it every year in November. Well, this year will be October in Jamaica. So our last retreat every year is in Jamaica. So October 18th to the 23rd. I only have 5 spots left for that. And then we have the Real Men Heal Retreat. It's the same platform, just a different day, but it's for our kings. It's for our brothers. And let me speak to all my brothers out there. My uncle died and passed away of breast cancer, right? So whether you have breast cancer or other types of cancers, we've had men who've had prostate cancer, who's had lung cancer that's come, and then the support of brothers as well. The Real Men Heals Retreat changed my life. I fought it for brothers would ask me, Miss Chambers, when are you going to do it for us? The men need this too. The men need this too. And I was like, I don't think I should do it for the men. Until one brother pulled me aside. He goes, who else is supposed to heal us but the mama?
I know that's right.
Ooh, the moment I heard that, I was like, okay, God, okay. But I'm telling you, get your men there, get your kings there. Our next one is June 2nd to the 5th. It's a great Father's Day present. I've had people gifted to their brothers and send their brothers. I've had people gifted to their husbands and send their husbands. And I keep it very intimate for obvious reasons. But when I say they come so open and ready, just want to rest. Our brothers need rest. Our brothers need to be seen. Our brothers need to be appreciated. When I say the retreats, me and my staff and my volunteers, we cry the whole time when we're working with our brothers because they're so appreciative. I mean, and we pamper them just like we pamper the women. They get their massages, their mini facials, their foot detox, and they love it. But then we do the work as well, the yoga, the meditation, the healing circles. And it was just confirmation. Yes, this is what it's supposed to be. So we do the Real Men's Heal retreat. And then we just added our Level Up Leadership retreat. That's for masterclass members only. Also,
Yes,
the nation in Jamaica, first weekend in October. And then in addition to that, I do a Healer's Healing retreat. What is that? I always have a saying, who heals the healer? Who motivates the motivator? Who preaches to the
right.
right? That's that moment where I talked about, right? We got to take care of ourselves first because we are called to do great things. We are called to touch many lives. But once we're depleted, we have to restore. We have to reset. We have to rejuvenate. We have to retreat, right?
Yes.
So
Yes,
I do.
ma'am.
It'll be the second week in October in Jamaica at a beautiful holistic healing spa. Jackie's on the Reef, and it'll be 6 days, 5 nights. and that's very intimate. I only accept 10 guests for that event, and I think I have 3 spots left for that because we do the real work. No phones, no TVs. We tap out for real. Mother Nature eating off the earth. I mean, yeah, real work.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
So
yeah.
I want to show well, let's do I want to show your flyer.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I want to show. So let me do some work here until I get that team behind me that can do the work for me. Let me
Right.
do, let's see. Let's see. Stacey's doing everything. Let's see. Okay, let's remove some things. Oh no.
Yeah, I can see it.
You can see it.
You still hear me? I think we lost your volume. Miss Stacy, are you there?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, there you go.
But
Yes,
you
I
couldn't
think
hear me when I went down.
you put it up.
Okay. So let's
Yeah,
bring, can you hear me now?
yeah.
Okay, so let me bring your fly up and you tell us about that.
April 15th. I need everybody to mark your calendar. April 15th. Oh my God, I'm so excited. We are having a virtual event. So it's going to be right on Zoom. Everybody can tap in from the comfort of your own home, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Spend 3 hours with us to tap into your power. It's a leadership virtual event. I'm the host of the event. It's hosted by DDC Success Coach. But I am so delighted and so honored. And I mean, I'm beside myself to have our very, very special guest speaker. This is a young man that has made history, that is world renowned. He's a world renowned business owner. He's an author. He's a speaker. He's a coach. He's a trainer. He is powerful. I don't want to give his story away, but when I say when it comes to mindset and leadership mastery and self mastery and development, he is the voice. He is the voice that's going to touch you whether you're young or whether you're old. No matter what you're doing in your life, you need to hear from this young man, Angel Carmona. I had the honor of meeting him and working with him. But most importantly, I really just admired him from a distance for many years, right? And just to see his growth and to see him stay true to his development and put himself in a position to literally touch people all over the world. He's a husband. He's an amazing father. And I cannot tell you. Listen, this is our annual event, our virtual event. The first one we had 2 guest speakers, but this young man is so powerful. I was like, we don't need no other speaker but you, Mr. Carmona, because I'm just gonna pass it to you and let you do what you do. So he will actually be joining us. He's traveling, believe it or not, in the country of Colombia. So he'll be joining us from Colombia. Yes, I'm telling you, he's world renowned and powerful. It's virtual. You can go to our Eventbrite page, DDC Success Coach.eventbrite.com, ddcsuccesscoach.eventbrite.com. Can I make that announcement? Because I want to make a special announcement for your listeners. If you register by tonight or before the week is over, for everyone that's listening to the sound of my voice, you're going to get 2 for 1. The session is only $45. So you register yourself, you'll get a free registration for a business partner, a spouse, a partner, a friend, anyone that you know deserves and needs to hear from Angel Carmona. And I'm going to give my 2 cents as well. All you have to do is register yourself and then inbox me on Facebook Messenger, Dora Chambers, Facebook Messenger, Dora Chambers, and then you just message me your guest information, their phone number, their name, and most importantly, their email address. And so you'll get 2 for 1. And I'm gonna honor that until Thursday. That's tomorrow. So that's for everyone listening. April 15th, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Promise you don't want to miss it. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be amazing. And our streaming and production is going to be made possible by Serious Fun Streaming Productions. Fire, fire, fire. So it's going to be hot.
You
But
know
it's
what?
your pen and paper ready though. We
Yes,
learned growing.
you know what? Your energy is great. And
Thank you.
I always, well, I like to ask this because when I see people smiling all the time and great things are happening, and it's not to like end it on a sad note or anything, but just to let people know that we all can be great at what we do.
Yeah.
Miss Dora, with the good childhood and with all the great things coming to you, have you ever, before we go, have you ever been through a storm?
Oh,
Uh, And when I say storm, because sometimes people look at people and say, oh, they have the perfect life. But I like for people to know we go through storm. What do you say about storms? Just tell us.
I'm like the eagle. One of the lessons you learn from the eagle is eagles fall in love with the storm because you learn to glide above the clouds, and that's your moment to rest. But also through the storm is where the wings of an eagle is developed. So I am who I am because of the storms in my life. I'm twice divorced. I have no children, and I was once homeless. Got to
Really?
yes. So um, I've lost some of the most dearest people in my life. I saw my best friend take her last breath. 6 months later, I buried a dear friend. It was like deja vu, right? Um, so yeah, say to been through the storm, absolutely. I've had some tragic things happen to me that people want to turn it into a movie. True story. So yeah, I've had many tragedies. I cry a lot, but tears are good. Tears are a detoxing. Tears are purging. So I started a saying, embrace the journey. And it's not just the good. Because a lot of, you hear people say, you say, oh, like you said, oh, Miss Chambers' life is so good. She smiles all the time. Listen, here's what I understand is I am who I am today because of what I've been through. But I also believe in Romans 8:28, all things work together for the good. It didn't say the good things was going to work for my good. It said all things. So that's the good, the bad, and the ugly. The stories will be told, but a lot of times you see the glory, you don't know the story. A lot of people don't know I had a miscarriage in another country in Ghana in 2002. But a lot of people know that same year, I buried my grandparents 6 weeks apart. That year in 2002, I can tell you exactly every month I had a death that was close to me. The first started with my own child in Ghana, West Africa, in a foreign hospital. Oh, yeah, we have the storms, but guess what? That's why my wings are strong.
And you still have the energy to bless other people.
Wherever I am, God is.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Is there anything that Stacey did not ask you that the world needs to know? Look at me acting like I got 1 million followers. What do you need them to know?
In order to be successful in anything you do in life, you must first dare to dream and expect to win big. And to always speak life and affirm to yourself that I am that I am. You have to affirm to yourself every day. You have to learn to speak life over yourself every single day because you have to remind yourself of who you are and whose you are.
I,
No,
I, I, I I am thankful. I am so thankful for your truth, for the wisdom, for everything you've told us. I am wishing you the very best. And this, I'm not just saying this because I don't want to get kicked out of the class. I'll say it even if you kick me out the class. I am thankful. And congratulations on your new position. Congratulations to Madam Stock.
man, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Wishing you all the best and all the great things that you all will do. Let's see. People have been saying wonderful things about you. Ingrid, beautiful inside and outside, Dora. I thank you.
my sister.
Angela's been on here all night. Always speak life over yourself. Remind yourself of who you are. One last thing, Miss Dora. I'm sorry. What happens when you so much stuff is going on, and you try to speak that over yourself. You wake up and you just got, what do? You just,
You have to push through. Listen, it doesn't mean that bad things don't happen. It doesn't mean you wake up and just want to go back to bed that day. I mean, I have those moments. I have those moments where I don't think I like people.
I know. Me too.
You have those moments where you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired. We have those moments again. I'm human. But it requires me to remind myself every day. It's at those moments that I must remind myself who I am and whose I am.
Yes,
Right?
ma'am. Yes,
I'll
ma'am.
tell you this quick story real quick. I went to
Okay.
Ghana in 2020, March 2020. Just think about that. March 2020.
Okay.
March 2020. And literally the day before I was supposed to fly back, lockdown. No human traffic moving in or out of the country. Right? Now, my family and friends was freaking out, but wherever I am, God is. It was the most amazing. And I was there for 3 months. I was only supposed to be there for 2 weeks.
Locked down like that.
Listen, it was a wonderful thing. I mean, everything. See, we either gonna believe what we say or we don't believe it. That nothing happens by mistake. Everything happens for a reason. We say it, but do you really believe it? Do you really believe wherever you are, God is? Because if you do, why worry? And if you're gonna worry, why pray? So we either live in the thing that we saying or we not.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? It was the most amazing and extraordinary time of my life. Locked down in Ghana for 3 months. What was I gonna do? Fret, cry, worry? I still could. It wasn't gonna get me out of here.
Yes, ma'am.
So
You got never afraid that you would never come back to the United States?
no, who cares if I came back to the United States?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand? Life is life. So many people are afraid to live life. Live. But my girlfriend who passed away, my best friend, she would say, live life. Some people are afraid of their own shadow. Live life.
Yes, ma'am.
Live it. Because guess what? We only got one. This is not a dress rehearsal.
I know that's right. Make the most of what you got. Do your best.
Hearts, men hearts are failing for fear. And that's what we're seeing in 2023. Men hearts are failing for fear. I went and had a physical the other day, and I was one of the last patients that my doctor saw, and he said something. I'm going to end with this. He said, wow, he was checking my heart. And he goes, wow. And I was like, what, doc? He goes, would you believe that you're only one of two of my patients that I've seen all day today that didn't have a heart murmur?
Look at God.
That's saying a lot.
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
a lot about why are so many people walking around and their hearts are failing them, because society has taught us to live in fear, and society has taught us to get caught up in an illusion called social media. So then we become the walking dead. Don't think it's strange that we have TV shows, The Walking Dead, and this and that. Think it not strange. We have become that. I could go on a whole nother topic, but I'm not going to do that. But listen, live your
Well,
life.
you can come back, Miss Dora. You're welcome to come back. With your busy schedule, just let me know when you're available. How about that? How can how can we follow you? I'm going to put your information up, but you know what?
Okay.
Nobody can spell you but you.
You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, even though I think I'm going to get rid of my Twitter page because too much going on over there. But Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Dora Speaks Life. At Dora Speaks Life, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And then she also has my number up there. The best way to reach me literally is Facebook Messenger. This Stacey would tell you, I will reach back. I'm one
Yes,
of those.
you will. That's surprising. Yes, ma'am.
I will reach back. And so I will get back with you. So the best way to reach me, even if you call my number here and I don't answer it, the best way to reach me is text and or Facebook Messenger, and I will get back with you. So I'm looking so forward to seeing everybody just walk in their greatness. And we got the work that we're getting ready to do with Her Excellency, Madam Eddie Scott, is going to be amazing. So we're going to be inviting you all to be a part of that as well.
Okay, okay. And we'll see you next time you come on.
Yes, ma'am. We
Have a
can make
great
that
day.
happen.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you. Have a great
so much.
one.
I appreciate you so much. Continue blessings to you. Keep walking in your light. Keep walking in your purpose. And I'll see you Monday in class.
Yes, ma'am. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you. I see we have people watching, people saying good things, speaking highly of Miss Dora. I have all of her information up there. Should you need to reach out and speak with her, follow her, find out about the retreats that she's offering, the virtual events and the live events. Okay. I will post the flyer at the end of this video for her virtual event that's coming up April 15th. If you want to share this video, please do. If you'd like to see more of my talk show, please head over to the Stacey Thomas Unrestricted Unlimited Talk Show on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. And when you hear powerful stories like Miss Dora's, please remember, what did she say? I am who I am, and I know whose I am. She gonna get me. But I hope I said that right. Remember, don't stress too much about yesterday. Don't worry too much about tomorrow, because if you do, you just might miss living today. Have a great night.